Happy Friday and welcome back to our show, everyone. That's Omari White. Today, just wanted to touch on a topic that I think has been musing in lots of people's thoughts, but not a lot of people may be saying it out loud. I mean, it feels like every week and some weeks every day, there's a brand new twist, plot that twists, the geopolitical shifts that are happening, logical launches, policy changes that we feel, the market headlines, major predictions are also extremely popular at this time of year. I find that at the beginning of the year, there are more predictions about what will happen in the year than at any other time of the year makes sense. So if you feel like there's a sense of acceleration or, you're not really imagining it, life is really speeding up. Life is fast for sure. But here's probably the most honest prediction for 2026. No one knows exactly what will happen next. And the good news is that no one has ever known the future. So it shouldn't give us any great discomfort. It should actually give us, a lot of intel as to how to manage and benefit from this imperfect, impossible knowledge of the future. So, see, uncertainty is not a glitch in the investment system, the financial system. It is a feature of it. And really, we've lived through booms. We've lived through corrections, recessions. We've lived through rebounds. And often the thing that everybody thought would happen in the next moment wasn't the reality. So really, it just comes down to basic consistency and really that preparation, that planning, having a structured plan, a calm and thoughtful approach to how to go from where you are to the goals that you have in the future is the first cornerstone of benefiting from the unpredictable future. See, people who tend to do well, they aren't the ones that are predicting perfectly because again, no one can, but they have the behaviors. They don't jump to every trend and every cycle that occurs in the market. They don't base their changes in their plan based on changes in headlines. They really are the ones who are steady when everyone else is noisy. And they tend to see it regularly and they plan intentionally. So really they make decisions that are based on their long-term view instead of, some breaking news or some, short-term moment. So because markets shift, they reset. They will surprise us in both directions. But discipline, real discipline compounds. So instead of chasing the latest forecast for 2026, here's a different way. Let us think, let us rethink, let us be ready for success. Focus on the habits that make you resilient. Maybe it means that you do more regular checks with your finances, no different than you have health checkups, or if you're a business owner, you check in with your business so that you have that cadence and you have that comfort of what's happening as things develop. Maybe you're auditing your asset allocation in your investment portfolio more regularly so that there is alignment with your risk tolerance and your exposure to the risky asset classes versus the other asset classes. So making sure you understand that there are ways to manage that risk and that uncertainty and using all those levels. But really, at the end of the day, it does come down to having flexibility in a plan so that if a plan is too is too tailored or cut too close to reality, then it's not going to allow you and afford you the buffers, the ability to absorb the different things that come up in life. We know that changes and unpredictable outcomes are just when, not if. So how does your plan respond to that? Do you have flexibility within your plan? Because really, the strategy that wins isn't the strategy that sounds, psychedelic or impressive. It's the strategy that you can stick with. So if you want to revisit your approach or you just want to talk through some of the thoughts that you may have about the current environment and how that impacts your long-term plan and your long-term goal, I'm here. This is what we do. This is what I do. And I really help you to make decisions that will strengthen your financial life, that will simplify the complexity of your financial life and really support those outcomes that you really care about. So thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. And this snow, snow than we had yesterday, but certainly a nice winter day out there. Stay steady, stay informed, and as always, stay focused on what truly compounds. So, Murray White, and I look forward to sharing with you in our next episode.